Good morning, YouTube. Good morning, Twitter, Instagram, everybody. Friday, October 21st. Trying to feel right, get the blood flowing. If anybody wants to know what the music is, man, Shitty Boys, my boy Babytron. Babytron goes crazy, man. Chico, it's a song, man. Tap in with Babytron and the Shitty Boys. I'm about to turn this on though after. I don't want no copyright stuff, but I want to shout out that had to get my mind right. Feeling good. Real quick, boys and girls, I'm gonna go ahead and get a drink of water real quick. All right, ladies and gents. So I'm gonna have a relatively kind of short stream today, about 8:30. I gotta hop off the stream, but until then, I'll probably try and to get into a play between the 7:30 open candles and the 8 o'clock open candle. It'd probably be the positions I'd probably look to open into. If I can't find a play in between those time frames, I'm probably just gonna save my capital for next week. And just how like GJ is looking as of right now, the consolidation we're looking right now, I really like to see this candle probably close how it is right now. Doesn't really matter. And then the next candle, I'd like to see form a good support for some buys back up to like 168 700. Be like a level I'd be pretty confident in seeing being hit again, especially if we end up making a support. But until then, I'd like to wait and see how this candle closes, and then I believe it'd be the 8 o'clock candle we'd be entering the position. It should be about that time, I would have to imagine. But who's to say that that candle prints in the favor I'm looking for it to print out to be? But as of right now, that's kind of my now. So I think we might be able to get into buy positions on GJ around 8 o'clock if the candles print our favor. And then looking at gold as of right now with gold, I'm just gonna be patient. We got price pushing down to support. At this point, I'm curious to see if it's gonna break past support and make a wick that just breaks past that, and we might close, you know, back in the consolidate or back within the range. But yeah, I'd just like to see how this goes. You know, we got 9 minutes, about 9 minutes till the candle closes. Nothing major today. There is no major economic news events. Let me just double check because I haven't really. Right, but you know what I'm saying, I am trying to get myself more knowledgeable with that. You know, I understand I'm not trying to just look at one simple thing. It's the color of the folder, right? To understand, I'm trying to understand my technicals as well to get better with being able to trade that. I'm gonna go ahead and let my dogs out real quick. Yeah, at this point, I'm looking at, you know, like it potentially might not even enter a play today, but it all just depends on how the candles start printing. Got a little bit of boring stuff ahead of us right now, but nothing wrong with that. It's part of the game. I wonder if next week this candle might flip. Possibly. I don't know. I just wonder if that could be a potential. It's killing me right now. I lost my chapstick. I don't know where it's at. I feel like my lips are like super like getting dry. Let's take a look at GJ real quick. So pound yen is just continuing to push down at this point, but like I said, I still feel pretty good the fact that this next candle could open as support. Be hopping in the 8 o'clock open. And this play could very well this play could very well just continue pushing down here as well. But entries, don't know if I'd be able to secure any good entries. Not really looking to. I need to So now at this point we understand that this gold 4 hour now is closing like a weak bullish candle, but it's still formed of support on the 4 hour. So at this point, I can see a candle start pushing back up at this point to 1627, 1628 for sure. Let's see what happens here. I would imagine the candle. We might make like a slight bottom wick here, but other than that, we're gonna start shooting up. So yeah, like I said, at this point, I feel like if we were up until my little gray box resistance, I feel like it could pretty much make a wick, a bottom wick, and then start pushing to the top side. There we go. And then we're seeing it play out as well here on GJ. So with pound yen, like I said, I'm really looking forward to this candle closing and this candle closing bullish. In my opinion, I feel like on the setup between gold and the pound yen, I feel stronger on the pound yen support to form. It's all in speculation at this point. I'm not going to enter. I have no impulsive entries I could enter. There's no setup for impulsive entries at this point. If there is any setup on impulsive entries, there is a slight potential impulsive entry here that we might be able to take on gold. But I'm gonna be pretty hesitant depending on what price action does. I'll make my decision then. If it's a good decision to enter that sell or not. But at this point, I'm really just looking to stay patient at this point because I'm really feeling like GJ is gonna pretty much play out how I anticipate it to play out. But like I said, I'm trying to stay fluid in the markets just because I think this way. I'm not stuck in that one bias. I'm prepared to change my bias at any moment price action starts to look differently. That's that's how I'm trying to trade. That's how I want everybody to just develop that same type of mindset in the sense of we got to be fluid in the markets and we have to be ready to change our bias at any moment price action lets us know. Not that I've been the most perfect either this week or last week, but regardless, I gotta stay pretty strict with my rules so I can understand if I do end up taking that loss, I can understand and be able to come back the next day smarter if I'm honest with myself in that loss. But if I'm not honest with myself and I tell myself lies, then it's gonna be difficult to come back. That's why I feel like it's important. It's important that I had what happened to me last week and this week because it's only gonna show courage that I show up every single day, loss after loss. But I gotta make sure I'm learning from it and I keep improving from it. So obviously so far it looks good, but you know what I'm saying, we have 27 minutes left, so this could switch real quick. So I'm pretty sure at this point the 4 hour it closed the week bearish. So it still didn't close like I thought it would have, but there's still 26 minutes left though, so I'm tripping. I thought that candle closed, but it hadn't closed just yet. Excuse me. Right here could be a potential good impulsive entry. We could maybe wick fill this, but it's a little risky, I'm not gonna lie. But what's not risky though, you know? So yeah, this doesn't surprise me either. I mean, kind of expected to kind of do this, but like I said, it's like the last like 5 minutes. Shit, the last like 2 minutes for real. Cause in 2 minutes a candle can flip on you. It could be bearish and it could go bullish or vice versa, you know. So all we can do at this point is just get our thoughts together and get our biases and what we're trying to think, and then act accordingly when 2 minutes of that candle starts closing. Then we'll make our decision whether we're gonna enter or not. It's looking beautiful so far. Looking beautiful. That's what we want to see right there, baby. 23 minutes left. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, at this point we got 20 minutes left. Candle is closing relatively high. Anticipate the candle close. Um, Getting pretty excited at this point. I feel like we can make a pretty good play at this point. Um, Seeing how the pendulum's can't starting to close, not to mention looking to the left, it kind of makes sense. We got a lot of consolidation. We got a lot of orders being placed. It looks like that 60 or the 168 level is pretty, you know, very strong level of support. So I feel like as long as our candle can close about like this, we can make some, we can enter some pretty good buy positions. But like I said, it's all about patience at this point. We can't get impatient and enter too soon. This is the 30-minute candles, by the way. I just want to let anybody know. Got my webcam kind of blocking where that would let you guys know what chart this is. So honestly, ladies and gentlemen, at this point, I really want this candle to pretty much hold just about how it is. Obviously, we know it's not gonna hold at this exact price level, but what I mean is, I hope maybe this candle here in specific, I want it to kind of, you know what I'm saying, at the most come down about right here, but then just keep kind of playing in between this range that it's got going on, in between this wick and the body candle. I want it to kind of play around right here for the remainder about this 18 minutes. It'd be pretty nice, but we do have a high chance for this candle to flip for a little bit. We might want to make a deeper bottom wick, potentially come back. I do feel pretty strong in the fact that it has a very high potential to close like this. Um, our trade today is strictly contingent upon that one factor of this candle closing bullish. Anybody that just hop on the stream or anybody that is hopping on the stream, I do have a doctor's appointment 9 o'clock, so 8:30 I got to make sure that I'm off the charts and I'm on my way to the doctor's appointment. So I had either a choice to make a play at 7:30 candle or have another position opening at the 8 o'clock candle. At this moment, we're just gonna hold our positions. I might not even enter a trade this morning. It just all depends on how the candles are looking. All depends. As of right now, the buys are now off at this point. Candle is starting to form bearish, but like I said, we have 17 minutes, so we have a whole lot more time to come back up and close bullish. Go ahead, look at gold. So I'm taking a look here. I want to see what happened pretty much during the London session. Right, so here's London open. So pre-London, we formed a support at 1620. Pre-London, we made a support at 1620. We pushed up all the way. Price was 1626. That's 52 pips. Instantly rejected back down to the support. Respected the support. Came back up to the resistance. Again, we're respecting this resistance. It's about 50 pip range at this point. Honestly, it's even bigger range because we still got this right here at 1628, 42. I'm honestly a little surprised right now that gold is pushing up how it is. Obviously not entirely surprised because we know how gold is. Gold's a beast. It is very volatile pair. Um, although, how much do I see this playing out? Potentially breaking this resistance right here at 1628. Not too sure. I could see it probably respecting, pushing back up, respecting this resistance, and at that point, really, we could end up pushing past. But I really want to see what happens with that candle close or anybody that is going to potentially look to get into play. I don't feel comfortable necessarily in buying the support. Um, Not yet, at least. I'd like to see how GJ closes first. In my opinion, GJ looked better. Yeah, I like how GJ looks personally, but we still we will see. We will see. I'll be right back. I gotta let my dogs in real quick. We got 14 minutes till the candle close. So far so good, honestly. Looks like we might be able to enter a play before I before I end up going to the doctors. My goodness. Yeah, it's tough. Not gonna lie, it's tough. Obviously it's not. Hold on, let me get what I'm about to say correct. What I'm trying to say is, it's tough to decide between the two pairs, right? Because if this candle did close a little bit more stronger, it's like, damn, I do know gold pushes fairly nicely, right? And it would suck if we end up buying this support and this support play ends up playing out better, right? But obviously, right now, GJ still looks much better in my opinion, obviously. But if the candle did close a little bit more, full, I don't know. Those are situations where you're like, because you really, I mean, they both could play out, or maybe one not play out as best as the other, or vice versa, But like I said, with how price action looking on this side, I feel like we got a bunch of orders stacked. I feel like we got a nice support. We got a nice support forming here. I feel pretty good with it wanting to retest this price level here, 168.65. I feel pretty strong about that, especially since we're in New York session. Um, I feel good. I feel good. I'm not gonna lie. I feel good. Let's go ahead and check the old MetaTrader. So at this point, pound yen appears my spread. You could only see the gold spread right here, but the gold spread's actually much better, or not much better, but it's relatively better than my pound yen spread. But gold spread looking about a pip and a half as a pound yen, and looking to be about 2.5 pips at times. It's 2.5 pips. I mean, right now we're at 2 pips, but a little bit ago it was about 2.5 pips for a spread. So it's moving, baby. It's moving. Got 10 minutes though. And one thing I don't want to see, man, is I don't want to see a bullish candle close with no wick at the top. I gotta see a wick at the top because I want to see that the candle still wants to push. Like if it closed like that, I would not be as good. I wouldn't feel as confident. I feel like actually I wouldn't enter. If I'm being honest, I wouldn't enter. The reason why I wouldn't enter is just because we have all the consolidation. At that point, I can see the candle flipping on us and pushing back down, and it's like almost like an illusion. It makes you want to seem like it wants you to buy, but it's really just gonna come right back down to the support and come for your stop loss pretty much. But we'll see how it closes. So far, this is nice. I don't mind that. I need a wick at the top though. I don't want nothing where there's no wick at the top. We got no more momentum in the candle, and the next candle could easily flip. So we got gold over here looking crazy. Got the ugliest candle. I do. Excuse me. Excuse me. I had to get that stretch in. Getting a little anticipation, just like usual. Just like usual. Every time I feel like I'm about to get in a play, I always start stretching shit. early morning, you know, gets the heart bumping. Yeah, gets the heart going. Got 9 minutes. Feeling pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. It looks pretty nice. Looks pretty nice. Excuse me. 8 minutes. Ooh. See how it goes again. My apologies for being so quiet at this point. It's just like pretty much describe my thought process behind what I'm about to do. So I'm kind of just remaining quiet, waiting for the position to kind of play out at this point. Um, really contingent upon this bullish candle having a wick at the top and not almost pushing too much. I don't want it pushing too much up because then I don't know if it gets about here. I wouldn't want to potentially buy. I don't think it'd be a good idea. But if we can stay relatively under this or under this wick and still have a wick at the top, I'm fine with that. But gotta be a wick on this candle. I don't want it to not have a wick. Got 4 minutes in gold. So, and, you know, we might switch the pair. This sounds comedy. We might switch the pair. But like, uh, see, this what makes it tough. I'm not gonna lie. It makes it kind of tough. What's the range looking like? 61. That's pretty fat. It's a nice range at least. It's about 30 pips, so we can get about 30 pips. That's not bad. Now 27. We got gold over here. About 30, about pretty much 40, about 40 pips for real. Potentially 50 or 52, but how likely are we to have that happen though? With 3 minutes left, it does make it tough to decide. Because now both are pushing up quite nice. Okay, I got 3 minutes left. I'm going to take a look at spread. Spread at this point, about the same. About the same for real. It's about 2 pips. Very interesting though, to see how gold is reacting. So then gold's pushing him a little. Wow. It's got me a little speechless. Holy smokes. So at this point, let's see what impulse eventually look like on gold. Something above 1628. But like I said, that's pretty much out the question. But since so is GJ though at this point. I mean GJ's pushed up extreme. Oh, there we go, gold. Holy. So the impulse of entry is already pretty much gone at this point. But the play though, if it closes like this, I'm still gonna buy because we might want to just finish out this move here. Holy wow. Surprise spread's not going crazy right now. Alright, we don't want to get FOMO at this point. But it is crazy to see how much it's pushed. Now we're at this next resistance, so it's a little weird, but wow. What a reaction out of gold. I was a little slow on that impulse of entry. Not even a little slow, very slow. We do got clean traffic. I'm slightly worried to enter this buy because of the support we got right here. But part of me wants to enter gold rather than GJ. We got 20 seconds on the candle, and at this point, yes, I am going to enter gold. It does seem fairly risky because we do got support that has form right there, but it's still clean traffic to the left. Stop loss of entry at this point. Hopefully don't get wicked out. Okay, so stop loss entry is what it is. Could form a bottom wick at this point once we start pushing back up. So I did 50%, a little bit of that position there. Alright, so yeah, at this point, should have closed full both times. I've gotten stopped out both times, stop loss break even. Very volatile time at this point. We didn't profit much. Um, yeah, really nothing at all. Um, in that moment, just because traffic or candles is looking so clean right now, um, guys, it is tough. It makes me want to enter another position because it just looks like this got to play out. It looks. I'm just confident in this play, but ooh, silly, silly, silly. Hey, so this. Let's see. So I wanted 50% of my position there because obviously looking bad and don't want to lose crazy after I just profited barely any. So wanted a 50% my position there. Hopefully we can continue to keep pushing up, making a good play. I'm just gonna close full. I gotta chill. I'm making a bad decision at that point. It was definitely a bad decision. What I did there, I got FOMO. Entered too many times. Candle, stopped out a break even both times. It just is what it is. I need to accept that. Definitely not the best. Not the best trading right there. I caught FOMO right there at that last second. The third entry, um, the third entry just wasn't a good idea. Being hit at stop loss break even both times because I was 10 pips up in profit. Just I gotta close it out. It is what it is. Um, and should have been able to catch my impulse entries a little bit earlier too. So it is no big deal. We got GJ playing out pretty nice over here to the right. So I think something I need to go back over when I go back over this trade. In those moments I need to close full. The reason why I didn't want to close full is how clean the traffic looked, or candle looked to the left. I'd anticipate we could probably keep pushing it pretty smoothly, and I wanted to catch it fully on stream. So that was a little bit part of it. I should have probably just closed full with the 10 pips. Could have had that re-entry, closed full 10 pips again, but a much better day with how I ended up turning it out. Um, so it's something I could have done, and just let it be right. Just let that be. I got with that third position. I got a little too excited. Yeah, either way, it was a very, very big learning experience. Uh, Definitely need to act better, and react, execute better during these live entries. Pretty disappointed in myself with how I didn't enter this impulsive entry here. And that's about it. And then again, not too satisfied with that third entry I did. Really should have stayed away from doing that. Um, yeah. Yep. That's a pretty unfortunate one right there. Really missed my opportunity to enter the impulsive entries. Could have capitalized greatly today. I didn't end up doing that. Um, but I can't let it discourage me. I can't let that discourage me. Uh, had a pretty good play going on, and then now I just fumbled the ball there. Well, I can't lie to you guys. I'm pretty disappointed with my trades this morning. Just gotta do better. It's the weekend. Gonna come back stronger Monday. Look to get out of this rut. I'm in a rut right now. Ended my week wrong. Started the week wrong. Started the week wrong last time. Last week. I gotta get out of this. So I just gotta focus up, and I gotta do better. Um, Pretty disappointed in myself how I missed my impulsive entry. But we'll be back next weekend. Um, Unfortunately, I can't hang on any longer on the stream, but I already have taken 3 trades, so at this point, I need to hop my ass off the charts. Anyways, it is unfortunate because how these candles are printing just looks beautiful at this point. We have NYSE coming up. NYSE could pretty much complete these entire moves. Um, so yeah, tough pill to swallow. I'm not gonna lie. This morning, I'm a little, actually not even a little bit. I'm pretty frustrated with myself, but I'm just gonna have to just accept that and come back next week. and make sure I do better. But everybody who tapped into my stream this morning, I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. And I'll see you guys next week. I'll get better for you guys to put out more quality streams. Thank you so much for tapping in. See you guys next week.